Hello, everyone. Hello. It's nice to see you all here. For now, you are all muted, but if any one of you want to unmute yourself to say something, please feel free, okay? You can also, if you want, raise your hand. If you want me to unmute you, it's up to you. We also have Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for joining. Sharon, by the way, I don't know if you have seen my email with your diploma on the tarot course. Perfect. Did you like your diploma? Nice, nice. So just for the ones who might not know, inside Skool, you will also see a tarot course. If anyone wants to enroll in that, just let me know. It's certified. For now, you watch recordings, but you also have a live session with me for this specific course. So we don't have many people today. Usually we have at least six, seven. Oh my gosh. I think my boy has ruined me. Anyway, so we will just proceed as we are. For the new people here, the way that we usually do these live sessions, we split them in two parts. The first one is me showing something on a subject, like today we will talk about all the nine clairsenses, and then we have more time for you to practice. Usually, because we have more people, we practice in pairs, but today, if we don't have anyone else, we will do it in a group session all together. Okay? So, if you're all happy, we can start now. As I said, this is about understanding the psychic abilities, and it's about all the nine clear senses. Usually, because there's this misunderstanding that we all want and we all refer to the clairvoyance and we all want to see. And it's not fair for all the other energetic senses that we have. And the goal is always to receive the message and receive the guidance. It's not about exactly which tool we will use, but it's always about receiving the guidance. So we will go through the nine different ways that we can actually receive the guidance. The nine clear senses. Of course, we will explain also what might block each one of them and how to enhance them, which is practice and the process that we do also here in the class that we have. The first of all, and I will make myself smaller, of course, it's the clairvoyance. It's the more popular of all. When we refer to the clairvoyance, and we say that someone is a clairvoyant, what we actually say is that this person has the ability to actually see in two different ways. One, through visualization, and it's an inner visualization through meditation or even just by really focusing on something and you see it with your mind. But it creates clear images. We have also one more joining. That's great. We have also Jess. So Jess, we have hi, Jess. We just started, and I was talking about the clairvoyance. So the first way that clairvoyance works is by seeing with the inner visualization in kind of a dream state. But when you are awake, okay, and you have vivid images clear in your mind. And the other way is by actually seeing with your peripheral vision, usually, and in a more advanced way, you literally see in front of you the energy entity that it's connecting with you, whether that be a past human soul or another type of energy entity. You literally see them forming in front of you. Now, clairvoyance, because when they appear in the physical world, for any energy entity, for it to happen, to be manifested, it takes a lot of energy. Usually, when we say that we actually see 90% of the cases, you see the energetic form. So even if you just see something that seems like shadowish or just like a weird movement of the air, something that it's moving, but you know that you are alone and there's no an open window, for example, and there's nothing to move there. You see the energy moving. Don't expect to always see the clear energetic form, except if the energy entity itself present themselves in a very clear way, which is very rare to happen. Most of the time, let me say, we have also Stella joining. Most of the times, what we actually see is this glimpse of something is happening, something is moving. And I'm saying that to just don't underestimate your senses when something like that happens. You literally see something because something is there. Always trust your intuition. This is the most important of everything. So we have clairvoyance in visualization and in the actual physical world. Now, how we enhance visualization? Through meditation, of course, that the guidance that we receive is for us to create images. The visualization meditation, it's very helpful if you want to enhance clairvoyance. When we work with symbols, sacred geometry, or tarot cards, oracle cards, because they connect this intuitive state of ours with the visual, tangible, whether that is an oracle card or tarot card, it helps us enhance the visualization. Sometimes you will also see visuals, visual images appearing even from the cards. It's like you feel that the card is moving. It literally shows you something. And vision journaling, this is really nice. You can create vision boards, and it helps a lot with manifestation as well. You can create, if you want to draw yourself or to cut and create vision boards, they really help with visualization. Also for the ones who want to advance and connect actually with someone who has passed away by meditating with their photo and just looking straight away, you know, in front of you, you can create the image, and by asking to connect, you can literally at a later state connect and ask them to appear to you. So it's very helpful if you want to develop your channeling regarding mediumship. What blocks clairvoyance? We all know that it's overthinking. Is that mine? Did I actually see something? No, I didn't see anything. It was just the air moving. It was just my imagination. You instantly blocked it. That's it. You have to trust your senses. Whether something happens and you know that it's not something usual, and it's not, of course, something that requires medical attendance, like you don't have any problem with your eyes and you know that, then it's definitely something from the spiritual world, something energetic. Screen overload. I know screens and all these, you know, scrolling up and down with the mobiles and everything, it numbs literally the third eye, of course, and the visualization part, because we receive passively images, so we don't allow our mind to create them. We passively receive them. And this, of course, it doesn't allow our brain and the connection with the pineal gland to actually create the images that the energy entity is creating for us through our pineal gland. That's how we visualize. And the self-doubt. If we don't believe in ourselves that we can actually see something, even when we are in a meditation state, and this is something that I can say 8 of the 10 people that I do the hypnosis with, they have this problem. Before we even start the meditation, the hypnosis, the first thing that they ask me is, Olga, will I imagine that wherever you will guide me, or I will actually see? And I always explain to them, allow it to be received. Don't self-doubt. Don't question yourself if this is imagination. Be there present in the state and allow the images, if you receive the hypnosis guidance through images, because many times it's just claircognizance or clairintellect. I will explain about that. It's about receiving again the message. So clairvoyance, which is the most popular one, and it's one of the main clairsenses, because I will explain that some of the clairsenses, they are kind of secondary, and others, they are the primary ones, and most of the times they work in pairs, they work together. Clairaudience, and this is about clear hearing. When we say we hear something, we can literally either hear it in the physical world, like someone is calling our name, we can hear it, or we have a very sensitive ear when it comes to frequencies, which is the ear ringing. Okay, and we can also identify different pitches of the signal that we receive. We know that many times the ear ringing, it won't be always the same. And I have talked about that it has to do with the frequency that you are aligning with, and its frequency in the way that it's heard, it means that you are connected with a specific energy entity. People usually who have clairaudience, as I said, they will also hear the guidance even when they are meditating. You will, even you are meditating, and it's literally a voice inside your head. And it's very clear, it's very rapid, and it comes like answers to your thoughts or to your questions. It's not random, it's very guided. And this is the clairaudience. Of course, the way that you can enhance it is silence, because when you are completely blank, everything it's empty, your mind is empty, there's no distractions around, no noises, you can literally connect better and receive the audio and the frequency that it will come to you. Sound healing, excellent practice with singing bowls. If you have local groups, I also do here in Dunfermline some local sound baths. If you can find local sound baths, go for it. It's really nice. It also helps with grounding, and it will enhance also your intuitive abilities even more. And asking clear questions. This is about, again, when we are meditating and we want to receive the guidance. And as I said, it will come as an inner voice. You can literally make questions. And it's the very, very first that you hear that it's the guidance, before you start self-doubting yourself again. I know it happens most of the times. It's very normal, to be honest. What it blocks it, of course, all this mental noise, again, from screens, from not being focused and having literally noise all the time in our ears, and we don't allow the guidance to just be downloaded. Stress, because we don't want to hear anything when we are stressed, of course, and the fear of mishearing. Like, many times we create expectations, and this is for all the clear senses. We create, and I have to blame the movies on that, okay? That the movies show, especially the thriller movies and the scary horror ones, that they will show you that the ghost, it's literally in front of you, or you have a normal conversation with them. No, it's not. Like, even myself, when I'm having the channeling sessions with my clients, what I actually hear, it's just words. I channel, I go in a trance state, and I will hear isolation. That's all I hear. That's all I receive. A single word. And I take that. And then I allow myself to understand, is this word referring to my client, or my client just thought of something and it's referring to another person? Just a minute to allow also one more person that is joining us, Patricia. Hi, Patricia. One, two, three, four, five. If we have one more, we will have six.
Hi,
Hi, Patricia.
everybody.
Hi, Patricia. It's nice to see you here. For now, for the first part, if you want, please mute yourself. I make a presentation of the Claire senses. Thank you very much. And later on, you will all be unmuted to work together in pairs. So coming back to the clairaudience, as I was saying, don't create, and this for all the clair senses, don't create expectations. Everything it's very subtle. As I said, when I'm channeling, I will receive a single image or a single word, and then I wait to receive more guidance, or I will start engaging with my client and I will ask, isolation. Are you isolated lately? I wait for the confirmation. Once they say to me yes, then it's instantly like opening the tunnel and the funnel of information downloading. So you have just to allow the information to be downloaded. I'm coming back, don't create expectations. You will not hear something like, tell her that she's isolated and she needs to go out now and say, no. It's very, very subtle. In sometimes it will be more advanced, but it's just very subtle things that you have to trust and work on it. Now we will move to clairsentience. This is one of the most important ones for the people who want also to work with energy healing. And Patricia is also a member, and Jess is also a member of our QA Academy. And they both know how important it is to actually have this activated, because when we do energy work, clairsentience, it helps us scan the energetic body of our client or the person that we are working on, if it's a friend and a family. The way that clairsentience appears is by literally physical sensations. Even myself, I have explained many times in previous sessions that when I'm in a trance mediumship state, I will feel in my body whatever the person that has passed is transferring through my body, like how they passed, if they had an illness, whatever it was happening with them. But the same happens with the people who come here for an energy healing, whether that be face to face or online. It's the same. It's all connected on the quantum field. So I will mirror on my body their emotional and physical state, illnesses, physical illnesses, and emotions. Clairsentience is about everything. So how it works when we receive information is because, let's say that you want guidance about, if you really need to do something specific. For example, should I register for this course? And you meditate, and the first thing that comes on as a physical sensation is you feel your heart expanding. I would receive this as a good sign. It shows that, your heart is expanding. I would say it's about connection. You will feel that it resonates with you. Go for it. If I would feel something in my gut, like a knot in my stomach, something like a pressure, I would say, reconsider it. Maybe you are not ready. Maybe the course is not for you. Maybe something it doesn't align at this time, and maybe you should do it later. This is how it starts. And then the more you ask guidance, more clear senses will hit and will activate to help you understand the message. That's why I say they work in pairs. One leads to the other. So that's about the clairsentience, body awareness, breath work works excellent with clairsentience, even by focusing in your breath and meditating and working with your chakras. Bring the focus in your chakras and just acknowledging them and working on opening and closing them, grounding, because the more you can sense the energy from the earth itself, it's the best way that you can actually lift your own energy. And energy scanning is mostly for the ones who work with energy, Reiki practitioners, Qua practitioners, as I said, that they mirror the energy from the other person or the person who has passed on their own body. What blocks, of course, our own traumas and our own illnesses, because it will not be a clear guidance. If, for example, myself, I'm ill, I will not make any healing session because my body is talking to me. It will not be easily for me to just connect with my client and translate clearly what my client is having, because my mind will be in my own illness. So I will not even do a session if something like that happens. By the way, just a parenthesis, I haven't been sick for the last at least 5 years. From when I started doing energy work, I have been, I had a flu one time for one day, and that was it. What I'm trying to say, when you start doing energy work, and energy work is also what we are doing here, and enhancing your intuition and understanding that you are not just a physical body, the more you work with your frequency, you will be able to raise your frequency. All the illnesses are connected to our emotions and parasites that they are activated when we lower our frequency. Another subject, I just want to open and close a parenthesis. We will move, because I want to allow you time to practice, to the claircognizance. This is also one of my main clairsenses that I have. It's the instant knowing. You just know things. And it's like, am I crazy? How do I know that? You talk with someone and you instantly know what they did earlier or how they feel. So there's no reasoning for that. You don't know that person. It can happen with anyone. This is the claircognizance. It's one of the strongest ones because it can actually lead to really good mediumship and channeling, if you want also to deliver messages to the collective, not just to a single person, like a client, or to yourself, but it works excellent if you want to be a channeler. Again, it's about the trusting the very, very first thought. What I'm usually saying also to my clients that do the hypnosis and the Akashic records, and I guide them back to their soul's origins, I'm always saying to them, whatever comes in your mind, straight away, share it with me. When I am with my client and I know that they are receiving something and they can see that they want to speak and they don't, and I'm like, tell me, what I know that they are receiving something. They are either seeing or receiving, and they hesitate. These few seconds, the information that they delay to pass the information, they might literally ruin the whole channeling that they receive, because the claircognizance is about the very first impression before the logical mind filters it. And I know it's extremely difficult, because if you're in a hypnosis state and you see something that in reality you have never heard about, you see something that it's not an animal, it's not something that you've heard in history, it's a weird energetic presence, something that you had never heard or see about, and it's right in front of you. Your logical mind will try to change it, to bring it more to something that you already know. This is very important, that the claircognizance that gives you the information of this weird thing, to share it straight away, especially for the ones who might want later to work with clients and you want to use channeling to deliver information for them. Okay? Don't self-doubt. How to enhance the claircognizance? As I already said, it's about trusting the very first impressions, the first thing that you receive. Stillness. Emptying your mind. It sounds easy, and it's the most difficult, because our whole world is based on quick reactions. Honestly, I'm so disappointed from even Instagram and social media lately. Most of my videos, they only go viral if they are 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 12 seconds. The more fast, the more quick, the ones that someone can just in 3 seconds just see something and scroll. And then you have a beautiful 1 minute video that you explain, you give so helpful and useful information, and no one sees it. People are getting bored very easily. And this has the result of course, for people who want to work with their clairsenses, like claircognizance, to block the information that come forward, because you need to be patient and you need to learn how to empty your mind when all day we feed it with information. So if you want to develop claircognizance more and you already have it activated, try to meditate in stillness without even music, nothing. And of course, what it blocks, we already talked about that. It's the logic dominance, when the logic kicks in and you start to filter the information and doubting yourself. Clair empathy. I will explain about, as I talked about clairsentience. Clair empathy is more based on the feelings, and it's more based on the energy, whilst the clairsentience is more based on the physical sensations. Now, with clear empathy, what you mirror, it's the energy. You enter a room and you instantly feel it heavy. You instantly feel that something is happening. You see someone, and before you go next to him, you will feel the energy. Usually, it kicks on the upper parts, breath, upper back. It's these areas here. You will start swallowing with difficulty. It's about emotional atmosphere awareness and feeling, of course, other people emotions. Energetic boundaries. This is about understanding that whatever you're feeling, it's not yours. So it takes some practice for that, for the ones who want to develop clear empathy, which is again is excellent for the energy healers. And I have talked about this in Qua, that, and we will talk about it later when we go to the trauma release sessions, especially for the ones who want to work with trauma. It's one of the best tools that you can have to mirror and understand, energetically scanning what is happening traumatically with the other person next to you. Again, grounding is always helpful. What it blocks, emotional overload. If you have just broken from your partner, it will be very difficult to mirror other people's, of course, emotions, because your own emotions will block it straight away. They're blocking the interaction, the channel. And to be people pleasing, because what we usually do is when we feel the energy of someone else, we believe that if we share it, we might insult them. It's like, maybe if I say that I feel that are you okay? I feel that something is happening. Many times we will not interact because we are afraid that the other person might feel worse, or maybe they want to set their own boundaries. But if you want to develop it very politely, and of course in logical situations, you can start interacting with the other person. I sensed that. Is that valid? Am I correct? Would you like to share it with me? And then if you feel more comfortable, you can share more and by connecting energetically. Remember that when we talk about clear empathy, and the empaths especially, the bigger mistake that they make is that they confuse the feelings and the emotions from the other people as being theirs, and they keep them. And this becomes overwhelming. And this is why many people will say, I will avoid crowds. I don't want to have it. It's too much for me. The minute that you receive the emotion or the feeling, the energy from a place or a person or even an animal, what you have to do is understand, why am I receiving that? This will activate the second clear sense that it might give you the information, which could be visualization or the claircognizance that will give you instant knowing. You feel that because he just lost his father. So now you know why you felt heavy breathing, because he's feeling that, and it reflected in you. Now you have a choice. You have an information. You can literally use it to approach this person and understand that you can feel what their senses, and maybe you know the reason, and this could be kind of a relief to them. Someone else is feeling me, or they understand me. And you can later on, of course, by developing your senses, proceed to channeling. You can receive more information from his father for him, or even from your spirit guides as a guidance. My guides are telling me that you would benefit from going to the sea. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but I just received it. And do not be surprised to hear something like, oh my gosh, my dad was loving the sea and he actually has a boat and maybe I should go there. That's it. You completed the task. So the feeling was not yours from the start. And this is very important for the empaths. They usually stop when they sense the feeling. They don't proceed to complete the task because there's always a reason why you are receiving the information. So far, so good. Anyone has any questions? Just fine. Thank you, Sharon. So, clairtangency. This is also a really nice one because you will feel it with touch. You will go to your friend's house and she will give you, a cup, and the minute that you touch it, you feel the energy or you receive the information. So the touching is activating the another clairsense to receive something, or you will instantly, as I said, hear if it's clairaudience or see if it's clairvoyance, and so on. So it's a really nice psychometry. In advanced stage, of course, you can again use it to connect with someone that has passed, because you will be holding one of the things that they were using in their life when they were alive. Or if you want to receive information for you, clairtangency will work really well with the ones that work with crystals or other sacred tools. So you charge a tool that it gives you energy and it activates the other senses. Usually it works really well with crystals. And for the ones who do again energy work, it's really a beautiful sense to combine if you want to deliver crystal energy, crystal healing sessions, or create crystal grids. They're really nice because you feel the energy. Grounding, it's something that it's really charging this um, clairsense. And of course, hand-on healing, which is anything that is related to Reiki, the Kwa that we are practicing, and energy healing in general terms. What it blocks it, of course, any body disconnection and fear of sensation, because there's also this fear of, I don't want to touch you, I don't want to touch, items, germs. It's not clear. This can instantly block anything that is related to the senses, and the body disconnection. If again, you know what's happening, we have the tendency to usually just sit or being in our sofa. We are not very active. So anything that is related to body sensations, it literally gets numbed. So the best is actually to start moving your body, moving your energy. And if you want to practice it, go in places that they have old items, antique shops, flea markets, this kind of stuff. And try, just as I said, to connect with the item and receive the information. Clairaudience. Now, this one is when you enter a place and you smell something like an aroma, a fragrance, or many people will mention smoke, like a cigarette or something like that. Or actually smoke. This is also connected to. Usually, it's connected to people who have passed and they were very connected with a specific aroma. For example, someone who was cooking and their favorite plate was making an apple pie. Like apple pie has a very distinct, specific fragrance, aroma, when you smell it, or the cinnamon, herbs in general. So when you are interacting, when you are talking with someone, and out of nowhere you smell something that it shouldn't be in that place, you know that someone is trying to send you a message. And the way that they did it, it was by giving you through your clairaudience the smell of something that it belonged to them energetically. They were connected to that. That's why we say it's usually memory linked scent. Of course, breath work, anything with the breath enhances even more. Essential oils, natural essential oils, not fragrances, of course. And what it blocks it, if you have a cold, you cannot actually smell something realistically, but in that case, clairaudience will come as claircognizance. So you will instantly say to them, did she like apple pies? Or, and they will tell you, yes, she was actually cooking every Sunday. That's the message being delivered. Clairgustance, the same with clairaudience, but this time you will actually have the taste in your mouth. Whether that be something bitter, sometimes I will say to my client, was she smoking? Because the minute that I am connecting, I'm channeling, my mouth has the taste of a cigar, and I have never smoked in my life. But I know this bitterness, or I will have the smell. It's connected. It's all this area here. And they will confirm that, yes, she was smoking, for example. So you know that you have the taste of something that, again, it's something that you didn't eat earlier. It's not logical to be there. If you want to enhance it, of course, sensory mindfulness, again, trying different things to enhance anything that it's related to the taste and throat, or having an open throat chakra. And what it blocks, rushing experiences, low awareness. It's mostly if you don't have a big, like variety of tastes in your mouth, and you will not be able to express it. You might feel that something is in your mouth, and this clairsense, it will instantly be blocked because you cannot translate what you're receiving. But again, even then, a second clairsense will be activated. Now, coming back to what I said earlier about claircognizance and clairintellect. Oh, I think I didn't have clairintellect here. Oh, I forgot to add it. So I will talk about clairintellect. Clairintellect, it's about a very flash, quick knowing, but it's kind of different from the claircognizance. From my experience, because I have both, I would explain them like that. When I'm with my client, the first that will kick in, it's the claircognizance. I just focus in my client, and I will receive, for example, wedding. And I know that they came, for example, I have already confirmed that they came for their mom, for example, and their mom was in the wedding. So I will start transferring information about their wedding, because that's what her mom wanted to send through me for her daughter, so her daughter know that it's her mom. Does this make sense? They will give you information that the person who is standing next to you will know that it's your mom. Yes, that's your mom, because only your mom would know that. So it's a very specific information. But then clairintellect will open more my mind and will give me more information from the quantum field, which seems more logical. Also, clairintellect, it hits many times with channeling. Like, for example, from when I started working with the angel numbers, out of nowhere, I started receiving information about the 369, and my mind has been blown the last months. Honestly, I have packs of paper here that I will just wake up and I will just start writing down codes that I have no idea. I'm not good in maths. I don't do in practical way good with numbers, but I work with numbers in a very weird, unexpected way. I receive these codes and these information because I have the clairintellect. I'm trying to explain so each one of you might resonate with something like that, and so you can understand how it works. So this is not about transferring knowledge that a past soul has, or even my guides have. but it's about the quantum field, it's about the collective, and it's about a general knowledge that I didn't prior had. But and it doesn't even make sense to me, but it's transferred knowledge. That's what intellect is. Now, I have here the differences. Claircognizance is the instant knowing, no thought in process, the very first thing that comes in mind, and delivers truth. It's very guided, straightforward. And the clear intellect is this inspired thinking that I described just now, and it uses my mind to transfer and deliver information that it's mostly for collective. It's more about channeling. I will receive information about dates, events, sacred codes, different weird things that I don't know why I receive them, but when I share them with people, it makes sense to them, or to collectively, or to someone else who is standing next to me. So these are all the clear senses. I will close this now. So in the breakout rooms, for the ones who have been here before and you had already practiced to the previous sessions, we work with telepathy.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back. We will wait for everyone. I'm also unmuting everyone because once you are here back to the main class, you are all muted, but now you're all unmuted. So I would love to hear. Oh, Vitlinda, I forgot you.
No, I did.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, how was the experience for you? I'm really looking forward to hear how it was for you today, especially for the new ones also. But also, yeah, who would like to
Yeah,
start?
I don't mind
Sharon.
starting. Yeah. It was brilliant. I mean, I did the people that I was working with were phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant, honestly.
Did
Me,
on what did you work on?
we worked on we did numbers, we did colours, asked them questions, um, and I'd say 99% of the time they got them right. I had pre pre things in my head. So
Okay.
I blocked myself. I know I
Oh, I
blocked
see.
myself. But it was amazing. It was amazing just to just to have these. I mean, what? Yeah, it was amazing. Sorry.
It's about the experience,
Mm,
and it's okay if you don't get it right.
no, exactly.
It's about practicing. Then the more we practice, the
Yeah,
more we learn to trust and open, because trust is what
yeah,
opens the channel.
yeah.
Patricia, it was also for you the first time here.
I thought it was very fun. It was like fun, but I can tell you one thing. And now that you were mentioning this, it's like we can't be perfect all the time.
Oh, yes.
And that's the whole thing. We have to make fun out of us not being perfect,
Mm,
because that's when our um our messages actually will come even more through, because we're not that whole like being so like stuck on that thing, oh, and upset, and that's
Yes.
going to bring us into a lower vibration. That's how
mm,
I look at it.
mm.
When I came back and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't get it right, and then at the same time I'm like, here comes you and your professionalism. You're not supposed to be perfect,
Yes,
and that's
exactly.
what it is.
Exactly. And again, it's all about practice. And that's why I say that please be here. It's just once per month.
Mm,
And if you want, bring also friends so we can be even more people and we can have different people practicing.
mm,
Because again, it's about the person who is sending the signal and the person who is receiving. There has to be an alignment.
mm.
There's not correct or right, is until the alignment is created. So anyone else who would like to share anything? Jess, how was it for you today?
Uh, 50-50. Got a few right, but a few of them, obviously, I've doubted myself, as always. But yeah, I suppose with practice, it's going to get better and trusting
Yes.
myself more. But it was lovely to work with some new faces today. So we've sort of, worked with colors, elements, numbers. So it was good. Great fun.
And to be honest, Today, I didn't create it, and I didn't activate your third eye. We just straight away jumped in the session. The next time, I might not present anything, and hopefully we will have more people. I'm also counting on you. If each one of you can bring even one person, it will literally we will be double. It would help a lot. Even if they don't want to register in Skool and they just want to see what we're doing, they can just join with the free trial, which is for 7 days free, and they can just cut the subscription before they even pay anything. At this point, we just want more people to just be here and work with us. So the next time, I will actually make an activation for the third eye, and I will also make a closing grounding meditation to finish. So each one of you will not have any headache or anything like that. I will also do it now for 2 minutes. Vitlinda or Irinda, would you like to share anything with us before we close?
No, the same thing happened to me like the last time. I need to trust more intuition because since in the first moment when the ladies were sending colors or numbers, intuitively the color came to me and I said another one.
Yes.
So I need to trust my intuition more. So
Yes.
for example, it was green. I saw a tree which was green and I said purple, you know.
Oh my. You see, and this is very important that you said right there that it's fascinating that, for example, the person who is sending the symbol or the signal, if you want, you might think the green color, and you might even see the green color, for example, just green, nothing specifically. And the other person will say a tree or a grass, or I feel that I'm walking on grass. I feel that I'm walking on grass. So it doesn't mean that whatever you are sending, the other person will receive exactly the same message.
Brilliant.
Yes, correct.
That's why I say always share straight away whatever comes in your mind. Erinda, how was it for
Yes.
you?
So today was I'm very amazed by myself, I can say. So I was working with Sharon and we started making some questions like we already knew the answer about it. So Sharon asked me a question about her, and the first thing that I thought or felt was something like wave, and I said I don't know why I feel, but it's something like upside and down. And she says yes, that makes very sense to me. And then she still asked me another question and about her life, and I said that I don't know, but I feel something in my throat, like whether you want to say something or you don't, but I just feel this. So
Spot on. Spot on.
It's amazing. And you described exactly again that how important communication is. I feel this. Does this make sense to you? That's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Instead of us giving the answer, we communicate it. So we wait from the other to confirm. And then, because we feel more trusted in our senses, we will receive more information. So
Yeah.
I will not keep you longer because I have
Yeah.
it's supposed to be 1 hour. So before we close, would anyone of the Kwa practitioners here do a 2 minute grounding meditation? Would anyone want to just do it for us? Oh, just a grounding meditation. 2 minutes.
Yes.
Who talked?
I'm sorry. It was me, but it was not for
Ah, if none, I just asked from the Qua practitioners because they have already proceeded kind of. But if anyone else wants to go ahead, let me know. Wants anyone to try?
I have to jump out because I'm at lunch and I have to leave.
Okay, Patricia.
All right.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
everybody. It was nice being here.
Okay,
All right. Bye,
Patricia.
everybody.
Thank you for being here.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. So I will just do it myself. I will just do a 2 minutes meditation just to bring the energy down. So if you want, just close your eyes. Focus in your breath. We embrace the silence. Any sounds that come, we just acknowledge them and we let them go. And together we will count to 4, inhaling in, inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale to 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and one more time, inhale from the nose, 2, 3, 4, exhale from the mouth, 2, 3, 4, and breathe. And bring your focus down to your feet. And just imagine that you have roots, that they are growing from your feet. You will feel them expanding, connecting with the surface beneath you. And on my count to 3, you will feel roots growing and a slight pulling sense to the ground. 1, 2, 3. And you will now take again a breath, counting to 4, and this time I want you to draw energy from the earth, from these roots, and allow the energy to travel through the whole of your legs, up to your hips, abdomen, chest, and head. Ready? And inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale from the mouth, 2, 3, 4. Breathe naturally. And one more time, and this time, when you exhale, you will send back to the earth anything that it was maybe created today, like stress or self-doubt or fears or any energy that it's not yours. You will clean it by sending it down to the earth. Inhale and pick up the energy from the earth up to your head. 4, and exhale and send it back like a showering energy down from your head to your feet, down to the earth. And breathe naturally, and when you're ready, just open your eyes. Everyone ready?
Thank you so much.
Always good.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you again. It's always a
you.
pleasure being with you.
Oh, thank you so much, Olga. That was beautiful. Thank you, ladies. Really lovely to meet you all.
Thank you.
Oh,
And
Thank
you.
you.
hopefully we
Bye.
have more people next time. See you next
Yes.
time.
Hopefully.
See you next
Bye-bye.
time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.